Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be talking about silver farming, which is basically just getting a large amount of silver in a short amount of time. If you're crafting a lot, you definitely need silver, and most of the time you're really kind of short on it. So I'm basically going to go through the top way of making silver currently in the game right now. Now if you look over here, I do have about 380,000 silver, and I got most of that today. Now the best way to do this is by farming T9 dungeons. Now all the T9 dungeons are located up in this little spot. But first, we need to explain a few things. Now, for the keys, for anyone that doesn't know how to do T9s yet, the first step is to get keys. So if you go over here to your craftsman, I've been actually crafting some right now. If you go into the crafting, scroll down to tier 9, you'll see that you have all these key selections. This is 2, 3, 4, basically 2 through 8. Now the two that you want to run, if you're new, probably you want to run this one right here, Burning Sands. Okay, so that's the easiest one and it's pretty quick. The one I like to do is, if you're a little bit stronger, is to do the spawning nest. Now that's actually what I'm queuing up right now. I'm going to go ahead and see, you can queue up a bunch of them. And while you're doing the dungeons, see there's another 6 right there I grab. While you're doing the dungeons, they'll just craft themselves. So you can basically do this non-stop, and you can see it takes skeleton keys and it takes 1,000 silver. So definitely worth it. It looks like, did I only queue up one? Yeah, let me go ahead and hit that button a few more times. So again, claim what you have, go down to T9, select the key one. I'm going to go ahead and make some of these as well, just in case. And then we're ready to go. Now one more piece before I head out. You can see over on my left I have a few buffs. Now this one's just because I'm on the road. Let me step off the road. You have the collector buff, which increases the drop rate by 30%. And then right here, another increase by 30% for drop rate. Now you get those from the treasure hunter right here. Just go ahead and enter in, switch over to consumables tab and scroll down. You'll see reward stone. And if you go to the second page, collectors. So it does cost 40 bloodstone to buy both of them, but in my opinion I definitely think it's worth it. Another thing I want to make sure is, hold on, let me scroll over to health potions. I want to be maxed on health potions, so I'm going to go ahead and buy those. Always would rather buy potions than to die. Saves time. So now I think I have everything I need. I'm going to go ahead and go down the stairs. Now again, I do say that my method is T2. A lot of people do T3 instead. It's a little bit easier. The reasons I like T2 are, well, I'll show you in the dungeon. So I'm going to go ahead and jump in. Now my gear is all T9 besides my weapon. And on my gear, I'll show you as soon as I load in here, you can see I have movement speed on all these pieces. That basically lets me run a lot faster. So I'm going to zoom my map out a little bit and basically just start running. I have a Penta T10 sword, so it helps me clear and take down the boss pretty quickly. So for the most part, I'm just watching the map and I'm looking for these paths. I would say about 50% of the time when you do this dungeon, it's the first path you take because there's not a lot of dead ends. Every now and then, of course, you do run into a dead end, but for the most part, I seem to get to the boss pretty quickly. That's kind of why I do T2s. That was a little bit of a troll. Couldn't get through there. So I can do this really easy while like watching Netflix. Obviously, you want to be careful if you're not tanky. I'm playing a sentinel, so I can run quick and just go for it. Now I just come up to the boss, I put down my little shield, and I just sit right on the sand here. Obviously, you want to be careful. If you're not killing it that fast, you'll probably want to stand here or stand here and back up and then go back in. So you get your skeleton key, get your silver, and then go to your bag. So I got the relic. I don't really need the relics. Obviously, we ignore calluses, and I take the keys. So that one didn't drop anything. Let's go ahead and go again. And this time I'll go as fast as possible. So as soon as I get in, I hit E again, go down the stairs, go down here, and I can actually show you guys my swiftness right now is about 11.07 tiles. Or 13, sorry, 13.07, which is pretty quick for a sentinel. Mainly because of the gear. The charms in there just gave me that little extra boost. So I don't even need, I'll show you, I don't even need to attack. I kind of just run past everything before it shoots me. And if it does hit me, Like right there, it's only one shot, but if they hit me a couple times, I got potions up here I could use. I'm just gonna keep running. For newer players that have, the reason I'm so fast too is my relics. I have full relics on T9 and T10, so it makes me a little bit quicker and tankier and gives me more health. So after you get all the relics, and you can even buy those from people. In fact, I'm happy to sell them. If anyone is looking for them, I'm happy to sell for silver pretty cheap. But after you get those, for the most part, you can just run through here with T9 gear. Obviously, always keep potions just in case something does happen. I do drop below half health sometimes if I'm not paying attention, but I'm just kind of going fast. La 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 la. Watch out for the stalagmites and the stuff that you get stuck on. But see, I didn't really run into that many dead ends there. Just kind of straight to the boss. Run up here. Put my shield down. And I'll do one more after this, or at least until I get something. I'll show you. So basically, the method, I didn't get anything there. Just the key. The method is essentially you farm these dungeons, you get items from them, and then you sell the items for 10k a piece to like a vendor. You can also sell them on the auction if you'd like, but this is specifically for silver. This is my fastest method. T3s are also really good because sometimes you can find the boss in you know, less than 5 seconds. But I kind of like this because I can just like kind of watch my map. Like I said, I can really do this like without even looking at the screen for the most part. You know, it's closed in, so I'm not gonna run into tar. Eventually, you know, after just by looking at my map, I'll explore everything and find the boss. You know. And there we go. Like I took the first turns every single time and found the boss right off, you know. So pretty good. Obviously, with a faster character, you get there a little bit faster, but you do want to be safe, of course, as well. Sentinel's a good balance of speed and does enough damage because I got a pretty good sword here as well. This Penta really does a number on this guy. Generally, he won't fall that fast unless you've got quite the arsenal. Now, again, that was third run. I didn't get anything. I'm going to go ahead and try again. At least I think that was the third run. Yeah, this will be number 4. And I'll go until I get some items. Obviously, the boss it's RNG, right? Loot dropping is RNG. Sometimes I can get 3 items. Sometimes I get 2. As you can see, most of the time you don't get anything, but sometimes I do change it up if I really like go a long spell without getting anything. I'll go do a different dungeon, or I'll give up for a while. Again, this is fully upgraded T9 gear, and my sword is a T10 fully upgraded Penta Sword of Swiftness, but I haven't leveled up the suffix at all, so it's just kind of +2 on my swiftness, which really isn't much. There's a little hole right there. For the most part, I just watch the map. If my screen's flashing red too much, obviously I want to watch out for that, but just run up, sitting there. So the reason I'm doing so much damage is because I'm hitting every single one of those shots on the boss, so that's 5 projectiles hitting him. Quickly adds up. You can see I'm really not getting anything. I will keep going until I get one, but I'm not gonna cut out these runs specifically because it happens. You know, you need to understand that while farming this, there are dry spells, and I just happened to get one while I'm making the video. That was now 4 runs with nothing, but these runs are pretty quick, you know. So a lot of time I'm watching Netflix, or I'm doing something else, or talking to friends, and I don't even pay attention to what I'm getting. And then at the end of the whole thing, I'll just sell everything and make a good profit. But for the sake of the video, I must continue. You can see I'm still killing things because I have chain reaction on. So if I hit a hive, it pops a bunch of little spiders, or a little web, I guess. And they kind of all explode. Chain reaction is a pretty fun legacy to use, especially when you have a lot of damage. Okay, here we go. There's the boss. So this will be number 5. I would say on average I get about 5k per run, which means I get 1 item every other time. That includes, like sometimes I get 3 items and then I won't get an item for, 3 runs after that. Almost forgot to put my shield up there. There we go. There we go. So there's my first item. So as you guys saw, I just got the totem. What you do is you just kind of go over to this guy and sell that item for 10k silver. And that's basically all it is to it. If you have potions of double drop rate, you can use that as well to try to increase your chances for drops. But other than that, that's my silver farming method, and it seems to work pretty well. Unfortunately, I went on a little bit of a dry spell, and you guys didn't really see much gain there. But it is good to know that that does happen as well. So thank you very much for watching, and if you like the content, please think about subscribing and liking the video. And down in the comments, if you have any questions about this, please post. I'll get back to you as soon as I can on those. And if you have any other questions about the game, I'm more than happy to answer down below.